A or B versus A to Z, part 2 of 3. British baby boomer Ian McEwan said, "Biology is destiny, and destiny is digital, and ... A statement that is frequently truncated to the first 3 words. While I can see that biology is an extremely strong factor in who and what we become, I do not agree that biology is destiny. It is demonstrable that social restraints based on gender are far more restricted than biology's say in the warp and what of our day-to-day lives." Did some of you just go, huh? Sex is gender. No, it's not. Sex is biology. Gender is social conditioning. Gender deals with society's restraints and expectations concerning what is appropriate and inappropriate for males and what is appropriate and inappropriate for females. McEwan was born in 1948, 3 years into the U.S. baby boom, while I was born in 1961, 3 years before it ended. In order to further the Allies' war effort, World War II brought a temporary hold on what behaviors women were expected to exhibit. These temporary changes in women's accepted roles in society suffered the well-known fate immortalized by the World War I song, "How you gonna keep them down to the farm after they've been to gay Paris?" The rigid rules that demand submission from women and aggressiveness from men are in keeping with an era when people knew that skin color, race, ethnicity carries unalterable characteristics with superior and inferior races. So too did we know that XY outie males have certain innate behavioral traits from birth that differ from those of XX innings females. Unalterable, God-given, and hierarchical. Yeah, no. I'm one of 5 children. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. My elder sister started kindergarten in 1964. We attended Oakland Elementary School, a public school in Bloomington, Illinois, that required females to wear dresses or skirts to school. Oakland was also racially segregated until 1970, but that's a different lament. Proper mothers were married, not divorced, and certainly not single, and they stayed home while daddies worked. Rigid, rule-enforced, unyielding, and restraining. The rules of behavior were not a biological requirement 60 plus years ago, and they're not now either. If we compare sex-based, trace-based between men and women, those essential elements that make us male or female, we'd find a lot of overlap between the two, and that doesn't address the 1.7% of the population that is biologically intersex, those who have physical traits of both men and women. Boys wear blue, girls wear pink is a straitjacket, pun intended, and attempting to classify behavior and preferences based on whether we're innies or outies isn't just contrary to the facts, it's sexist Judeo-Christian BS that needs to be called out, so I'm calling it out. There's another song that I think is important, a much more recent one that came out in 1972 called "Free to Be You and Me" that was written by Stephen Lawrence and Bruce Hart and made famous by Marlo Thomas. This 1972 song includes, "Every boy in this land grows to be his own man. In this land, every girl grows to be her own woman. And all I'm hoping and advocating for is that everyone has the freedom to become who they wish to be, and that we love someone by the content of their character, not the color of their skin, the genitals with which they were born, or how they represent themselves. Whether this presentation is rigidly defined by societal gender expectations or is vastly different than what you think they should be."